The future of humanity hung in the balance. Human ancestors were on the verge of extinction. Thanks to new DNA analysis methods, scientists have discovered that 900,000 years ago, humanity was on the verge of extinction. At that time, there were only about 1,300 of our ancestors alive on Earth who were able to reproduce. The population remained at this low level for over 100,000 years. The population of anthropoids living in Africa, from which the species Homo sapiens later evolved, suddenly decreased dramatically. We do not know why. Genetic analyses indicate that 900,000 years ago, about 1,280 individuals remained capable of reproduction. This number did not increase for approximately 117,000 years. About 98.7% human ancestors have become extinct, says Haipeng Li, a geneticist from the Chinese Academy of Sciences in Beijing, co-author of the research published in the journal Science. Nick Ashton, an archaeologist from the British Museum in London, confirms that the fossil record from that period is small and indicates a small population size. The community had to be cohesive and inhabit a small area, he argues. In his opinion, it is surprising that such a small group has survived for over 100,000 years. This means that she lived in a stable and resource-rich environment, he says. Scientists have been using genome sequencing tools for many years to determine the size of the Homo sapiens population at a specific time. Now a new method has been developed that allows the analysis of earlier communities. We still know little about the population dynamics of human ancestors. This is for several reasons, including methodological limitations and difficulties in obtaining ancient DNA. That is why this new work was very necessary, says Serena Tucci, an anthropologist from Yale University in New Haven, USA. Population size before 900,000 years was determined on the basis of genetic data from 3,154 living people. A new analysis method called FIT-COAL, fast infinitesimal time coalescent process, allows for the precise determination of subtle changes in DNA, thanks to which important evolutionary events can then be identified. Thanks to the developed technique, we can examine a period dating back 1 million years. We don't know much about what was happening then, says Stanley Ambrose, an anthropologist from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign in the USA. From 800,000 until 1 million years ago, there was a transition period between the early and middle Pleistocene. It was a time of drastic climate changes. The extent of glaciers increased and the climate cooled. In Africa, this led to long periods of drought. Lee speculates that more severe weather conditions may have led to a decline in the number of individuals in human ancestral society. Only before about 813,000 years, the population increased again. How our great-grandmothers, and our great-grandfathers, managed to survive and what allowed them to develop again remains a mystery. Scientists say that many characteristics of modern humans, such as brain size, were developed during this period. This is a key period of human evolution. Therefore, there are many important questions that need to be answered, says Ziqian Hao, a geneticist from Shandong Medical University and co-author of the article. Other researchers, however, have doubts. Ashton believes the researchers' findings should be supported by more archaeological and fossil evidence. The authors suggest a global population decline. However, the number of archaeological sites from this period located outside Africa indicate that this is not the case. Perhaps only some regional group of proto-humans was analyzed. He says,